Are you someone who is trying to balance a fine line between holding down a job, managing your home and family, while just wanting a little bit of leisure time? Maybe some peace and quiet. Do you have little children who want to learn from you, or teenagers who know more than you? Are your children grown adults but still need you? Do you have an understanding boss? Does it at times just seem too much and overwhelming? Wouldn't it be great just to be able to talk to someone confidentially about your problems and get some help dealing with them? You can do this through your Employee Assistance Program. Your employer recognizes that an Employee Assistance Program can be a great benefit for their staff. We are going to share with you how to access the EAP program and how you can take advantage of it as a helpful resource. Your EAP program has been contracted through Catholic Family Services of Hamilton. Your employer pays for this service, and as we will explain, the service is free and confidential to the employee. Catholic Family Services of Hamilton, a not-for-profit multi-service agency, has been serving all faiths and cultures in the Hamilton community since 1945. We are a member of Family Services Employee Assistance, which is a network of 60 family services partners across Canada. EAP is a confidential service for staff who could benefit from counseling. The employer does not know who attends appointments. Counseling can assist employees to resolve their problems. A 30-year-old female came for counseling because she was feeling very insecure and was very jealous of her partner. These feelings overflowed to her work, and she had a hard time dealing with her demanding job. She very much wanted to deal with her insecurities and self-esteem, so with the support of her counselor, she created a plan with specific goals and put in place a support network of friends and family. Changes in her relationship are more positive now, and she is doing much better at work. A marriage breakup, loss of a loved one, issues with teenagers, or having financial difficulties are just a few examples of problems an employee may be experiencing in their life. Employees appreciate having the advantage of an external support that their employer has provided for them. Confidentiality is the key element to counseling. Employees can access the services without their employer or co-workers having any knowledge of their attendance. Two employees from the same organization would not get an appointment near the same time. In order for us to release information about a client outside of CFS, we must first have the written permission of the client. The only exceptions would be 1. Cases of suspected child abuse, which will be reported to the Children's Aid Society. 2. Reasonable belief that informing is necessary to prevent a risk of death or serious injury. 3. A subpoena or summons that is served by the court. 4. A medical emergency. Our procedures are subject to scrutiny by the accreditation body. Records and other information on any client are maintained in locked facilities and secure computers. It is human nature for someone to think that they don't need counseling, and there is nothing wrong with them. But real-life experiences sometimes take over, and counseling could be helpful with personal issues such as stress, anxiety, anger, grief, self-esteem, and finances. Maybe there are relationship issues between a couple, or with parenting concerns that counseling might help resolve. Most of us have some sort of chronic situation with which we may or may not be coping successfully. Some of us will have difficult things happen in our lives that create momentary stress and demand coping strategies we may or may not have. With momentary problems, like those that accompany a significant loss, it is important to be proactive. Good self-care and a little assistance will help. With chronic problems, it is important to notice the history of the problem. Chronic problems rarely change until we get help to do something different. We can also help with financial issues. And when a critical incident happens at work, we can have a team there to assist, to counsel those affected by the crisis, and we can meet with them individually or as a group. Employees who are eligible for full benefits qualify for EAP. Some employers include part-time staff. EAP is for immediate family members of the employee, and that includes the employee's spouse or common-law partner and dependent children. Counseling can be for an individual, for couples, or families. Children over 12 may attend on their own. Counseling has been traditionally done face-to-face, but can be done by telephone in exceptional cases. We also make available to employees the opportunity to access credit counseling. Emergency after-hours counseling and support is available by calling the 1-800 number. Referrals can be made by you when you are experiencing personal difficulties and want to make an appointment. Your employer may recommend to the employee that they consider accessing EAP. With this informal referral, there is no feedback without the written consent from you, the employee. Client information is treated in the strictest of confidence. A formal referral may be made when an employee continues to have job performance difficulties and the employer wants to make a referral. The employee is encouraged to contact EAP. With a formal referral, EAP will only provide feedback regarding attendance and compliance to the recommendation, as all client information is confidential. EAP is set up usually on a yearly basis with a contract between the employer and Catholic Family Services of Hamilton. Our short-term solution-focused counseling is offered by our professional counseling service. Every effort is made to accommodate the employee with a convenient time for their appointment. The service is immediate. We can't emphasize enough that the service is confidential. Intake responds right away to inquiries for service. Usually appointments can be made within 48 hours. Employees can access the 1-800 number for emergencies and from anywhere in Canada. For an appointment, the employee only needs to call intake either locally at CFS or the 1-800 number. There is no cost to the employee, as this is a benefit provided by your employer. You are encouraged to call on your own behalf. If you are calling from the Hamilton area, call CFS at 905-527-3823, extension 279, and outside the Hamilton area, call 1-800-668-9920, including evenings and weekends. Your sessions are 1 hour long, and the number of sessions depends on how you are progressing with your counselor. EAP counselors are registered social workers who have a master's degree in social work and at least 5 years' experience in counseling. They have been trained in solution-focused counseling. EAP information brochures and business cards are available in the workplace. If you feel that counseling may be helpful for you or someone in your family, pick up the phone and call 905-527-3823, extension 279 in the Hamilton area. Otherwise, call 1-800-668-9920 for immediate support. We can help to make life better. Thank you for your attention and the opportunity to share our EAP service with you. Your employer provides this service for you as part of your benefit package. They value a healthy and productive workplace.